good master.
Good who?
Good master.
What good thing shall I do that I may have eternal life? So, Tink, do you know what eternal life is? Me and you will never die again. That's heaven, right? So somebody came to Christ and asked him this question, okay? I'm giving you the context. Read on. Come on.
And he said unto him, why callest thou me good? There is none good but one.
Hey, sis, I see you listening, but come get the word. Come let the Holy Ghost feed you. How y'all love to say it. Come get this word, man. Y'all stop running from this thing, man. It's not scary. Right. It's not hard to do.
Right.
Read, there's your what? You a king, man. Stop being.
But if thou wilt enter into life,
So, see, if you want to enter into life,
bring it out,
you tell me.
Confound it.
But ours are outside God, man. Read on, man. Go ahead.
Thou wilt enter into life.
If you want to enter into life, man,
Keep the commandment.
what?
Keep the commandment.
Battle Axes.
Keep the commandment.
So how do you make it to heaven, Tink? What did that just say? Read it.
Keep the commandment.
So how you do it? So keeping the commandments is what? Is that just a word that the thing you got to do? Is it an action word? Because you love God, right? Okay, so how do you love God?
I go, I love God. He got me through a lot of stuff.
He got you through a lot of stuff?
Yeah.
But is that love?
Yeah.
It's only doing that to give you don't just look hard, come learn hard too, man. You know the saying, work hard, play hard. You look like you used to play football, you like you used to grind, come grind. This word. Hey, you're in the blue shirt and the blue shoes, man. Go get this word with the black pants. That's talking to my brother right now with the fringes on, man. Anybody got the Zonda? Let's get the Zonda for me real quick. I'm gonna teach you something though. Hey, I appreciate your Zonda. Let's get the Zonda for me real quick. I'm gonna teach you something though. Hey, I appreciate you trying to research and get some history. We're gonna get an edification to the Bible, right?
Look at it.
Exodus is like 11:7. You give me Psalms chapter 78 verse 51. When you get that Zondervan, go ahead and bring that down. Because we're gonna show we not African, bro. Because guess what? You can look at an African walking down the street. You can tell by the size of their skull of their head, because it's different from ours too.
Right.
Their demographics and our demographics are two different things. You go ahead.
I mean, during the Many Slave Trade,
Uh-huh.
how many tribes were taken to slavery?
How many tribes? All of them.
I mean,
Well, all of them, all 12.
no.
What you gonna say, 13? African tribe. African tribe, you had 10, you had 1492 during the Spanish Conquista, right? I'm gonna get there, I got you. But we had 1611 is what he's referring to. But we had 10 come and were slaves through 1492, right? Then you had 1611 when you had the, what's that, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. That's the other three, right? So what you say about it? That's it. So what's the African tribe? I know the Zulus, the Igbos, those are people. But that's not, they're not African. Well, brother, what's your nationality? If you say you're African American, right? Because guess what? We exactly don't know, but we go by, give me Romans 8 and 16 real quick. And you give me Isaiah chapter 11, verse 10. But I'm going to show you, your spirit got to bear witness with this thing, man. If you identify as African American, because guess what? I don't walk down the street and identify as a Hispanic because I know I'm black. Guess what? My father identified as African American. His father identified as African American. So guess what? I'm an African American, man. You bought the house of your father, right? I wouldn't walk down the street and say I'm a Jamaican on damn well I ain't got no family from Jamaica, man. Or I ain't in no Jamaican descent. So like I said, you claim an African American, your spirit could bear witness so that you could be from the tribe of Judah, man. But we for damn sure not no Africans. Right. And I can prove that. I can prove that. These great questions. Hey, you gonna sit back and let us answer these? All right. So which question you want first? That we not Africans, or how we just fit? How we fit in the Bible?
Show me how black people in America were.
Okay, I'm finna show you. You Romans 8:16.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and 16. The Spirit itself bears.
So the Spirit itself, right? Read.
Bears witness with our spirit.
With our spirit, right? So guess what? The spirit that you have within you, right, is gonna bear spirit with one of these tribes if you're a part of the fold, right? Whether you feel like you from Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Manasseh, Ephraim. Guess what? Any of these tribes right here, your spirit bear witness with it, and your history from your family, your lineage trace back to this. Read on.
That we are the children of God.
That we who?
That we are the children of God. And then children, then heirs of God, and joint heirs with Christ.
And joint heirs with who?
With Christ.
Christ.
And so be that we suffer with him.
That we suffer with him, right? Read this, huh? I'm going to show you how we fit these curses in this Bible, and I'm going to show you how we go through these things, right? But matter of fact, I'm going to show you how we're not African first. I got to get that understood first.
Right.
We're not no damn African.
Right.
Yeah, you can hold that. Go ahead.
This is the Zondervan Bible Compact Dictionary. The word Ham.
So Ham is coming from the ancient Africans, right? You got Ham, Shem, and Japheth during the time of Noah, right? During the time all the races on the earth were dark-skinned people, okay? Because there was no so-called white people until you go to Genesis chapter 25, verse 25, okay? That's the only time you started to get these white-colored races. Right. So read,
the youngest son of Noah. Born probably about 96 years before the flood. And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood, he became the progenitor.
Do you know what the word progenitor
Say
means?
8 on it.
I don't want to question your ignorance, I'm just asking. Okay, read on.
He became the progenitor of the dark race.
Of the who?
Of the dark races.
So you had almost a valid point saying, okay, I got you, that the dark races, right, are people, right? Since we all came from Africa, this so-called land, right? But I'm going to show you through the Bible, and I'm going to show you all these things. He said the progenitor of the dark races, right? Read on.
Not the Negro.
Not the who?
Not the Negroes.
Not the Negro.
Not the Negroes. Not the Negroes.
Man, we not the Negroes. When we came over, I'm gonna ask you a question. When we came over here through slave ships, right? Did they say Africans for sale or Negroes for sale?
Right.
I answer the question. Answer it quick.
I'm gonna ask about this dictionary.
Okay, yeah, it's a dictionary.
Who's it by?
Who is it by? Who is it by?
No, the authors. The name's on the front.
It's done.
No, who's the author?
Okay, so I got you. So what's your point to
No,
that?
I got that same dictionary. That's outdated. The guy that wrote that got the up to date.
Hey, what it say?
He said that Cam is the beginner of the black people.
Yeah, I disagree with you.
That's an outdated.
Ham, the youngest son of Noah.
Okay.
Probably born about 96 years before the flood. And one of the 8 persons to live through the flood.
Okay.
He became the progenitor of the dark races.
That's what you just said, right?
It's an outdated book.
But what you just said, literally just said it right there.
No. I
Read on.
said that the guy that wrote
Not the Negro.
Not the who?
Not the
I'm
Negroes.
not saying that the Negroes weren't dark skinned. So what are you trying to say?
That's what I'm saying. The guy that had wrote this dictionary, was a white guy that had wrote this on the dictionary. Got an up-to-date one.
What it say?
And the one that said that him is not the best beginner of the Negro is not in his up-to-date. He only wrote
You know why?
No, he got 2.
But the Egyptians.
What's the who?
The Egyptians.
So who are the Egyptians? Are they Middle Eastern people?
No, they African people.
Okay.
The Ethiopians.
Or the Ethiopians? Who are the Ethiopian
The
people?
Cushites.
Libyans.
I'm gonna teach y'all.
And Canaanites.
And Canaanites, right? All these people are Africans, not the Negroes, man. Come over here, come debate your
Yeah, let me teach
debate your
y'all
cause,
something.
man. You ain't
Yeah,
teaching us not a dang, but you can come learn too. Just like my brother Chris right here. So guess what? Hold on, brother, hold on. Go ahead, Chris. We was dialoguing. Go ahead.
Hold on, bro. That's the corn.
Decency in order, bro. You wanted to preach the Bible? Guess what? Pull your Bible out. Oh, well, then we don't want to hear it. If you ain't teaching the Bible, we don't want to hear it, man. Read on. Come on, Chris. What you talking about? Hey, teaching, man. Preaching and teaching.
Saving our people.
What you want us to go do? You want us to go fight the white man?
No, it's Kenya. You go to Kenya, you can eat.
Are you talking about feeding them and letting them eat? We can show you that too. See, brother's scared, man. Go ahead, Chris.
Finish your argument about the Africans.
They not Negroes.
Yeah.
Now let's go to Exodus 11:7. Finish show you.
Exodus 11:7. But against any of the children of Israel shall not a dog move his tongue against man or beast, that ye may know
how the Lord doth put a difference.
What a what?
A difference.
So the difference, right? It's two different things, right? Two different entities, right? Between who?
The Egyptians.
The who?
The Egyptians.
What are the Egyptians? Okay, and who?
And Israel.
Why did he put a difference if they're the same people?
Because Israel was from Abraham.
Okay. You proving my point, brother. So I'm not understanding your point.
Now, my point is that
We not the same. If the God just said we're not the same people, why are you saying the same people, Chris? Can you show me through the Bible and through history?
No, my argument is, and I can't do history, but my argument is, how do y'all get that Black people in America or
Chris. That's what I'm saying we're going to get to. But I'll have to show you first, we are not Africans. I can show you how we correlate through the Bible, how the Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans correlate through the 12 tribes chart.
Y'all going by this chart right here?
This is exactly what we're going by.
Are y'all one West?
One West, yes, it's one West doctrine. That's what we derive from.
Well,
yes, we have different things now, but yes, we derive from
well,
that.
according to most other people, it's like they say that this chart is...
Are we the most others?
No, according to them, they say
I understand what they might think. Guess what? It's going to be different doctrines until Christ come back and establish the one true doctrine. We understand that, Chris. We understand that.
Who came up with this chart right there?
Brother, I don't know. I'll tell you. Me personally, I know one of these brothers probably know.
So then, how do you know that it's wasn't true?
Because our spirit bearing witness with this thing, man. Watch it, read this.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
So he said he's going to bring you into Egypt. What was Egypt synonymous for through the Bible? Do you know, Chris?
Just Egypt.
It was just called Egypt. That's what it was synonymous for. That's what it means to. Yeah, they didn't mean bondage.
It's not bondage.
Okay, so if I read this, Chris, what does that make you, a liar?
Okay.
Well, I don't know what that means. Go ahead, read.
Hey, brother.
By the way thereof I spake. Exodus 20 and 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the who?
Out of the house of bondage.
So that just said Egypt was synonymous with house of bondage, man.
Who was that king?
What do you mean, King Pharaoh? What do you mean? What does that have to do with anything?
Who's that king?
Brother, did it say under that king, Israel was under bondage?
Who was that king Pharaoh?
The word Egypt was bondage.
Yeah, the word, it don't even matter about putting us to first. We don't even got to go there far and deep. Look, I'll take that. I'll take that. Like you said, put mustard first, but what does that have to do with Egypt as a land being called the house of bondage?
Because if you read it in the context, it says in the land of Egypt and out of the house of a bondage. Who was the Pharaoh?
Read it again. Read it again.
Exodus 20 and 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of Egypt, not under a rulership, right?
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage. So where did that have to do with anything with a king or ruler?
Rulership of Pharaoh?
Yeah, we agree with that. What's the point?
So then that come out of the house of Pharaoh, who was ruling over the
Yes, look, you're going to read it again. Listen to it.
I am the Lord.
Read it real slow.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So he said, I'm the Lord thy God. Who is the thy that he's referring to? Who is thy? The thy part. Because thy is possessive. Who? Okay, he said, I had brought you, Israel, out of the land of Egypt, right? Now he finna tell you what he called Egypt.
Out of the house of bondage.
So if he just called Egypt the house of bondage, how is that not synonymous, one and the same?
So my question again.
It's not a question, it's an answer. I'm asking for an answer. I don't want no more questions. Let's go back to Deuteronomy 28, 68.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
So let me ask you, during Egypt, we was in hardcore bondage, right? Do you know the story about the Exodus? About the Israelites? What were they doing in Egypt?
There was slavery.
Okay then, so read this again. You understand that, Chris? I'm with you.
Hold
on, read this. Read this again.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
Who is thee? Who is the thee in this context? Okay.
Into Egypt again with
So
ships.
what was Egypt? My bad, I don't even cut on you. What's Egypt? Meaning in this context. All right.
By the way thereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt not see it no more again.
So it said Egypt, right? Egypt was synonymous with the house of bondage, right? So who are the only people ever in world history recorded that came somewhere to be slaves on ships?
Come up.
Let's not play semantics. Okay, so Israel, right?
Not us.
Brother. Okay, here, give me the chart. Give me that. So, brother, who is this?
African slaves.
African slaves. Did it say Africans for sale or Negroes for sale? Okay, so then what do we call ourselves today?
Well, the white people came from.
Exactly. So what did they call us? You proving my point. No, say what you was just gonna say. Don't hold on and change it, man. Come on, man. No, you playing games, Chris. I was cool with you, Chris. Now you playing games.
So now, how does the economy ties into slave trade?
Read it again from the no. Read Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Get 15 first. You give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1 first. Hold what you got. Give me 1 and 1 first. We're gonna break this down real slow and smooth, Chris. Read it.
Here's the book of Deuteronomy.
Bring it up.
1 verse 1.
All right.
These be the words which Moses spake
Who did Moses speak to?
Israel.
Okay.
unto all Israel.
Unto who?
Unto all
He
Israel.
spoke to all Israel, right? All 12 tribes, right? Because regardless if you believe in this chart, it's 12 tribes, right? Read.
On the side, Jordan in the wilderness.
Okay, that's it. So he was talking to Israel. The context of the whole book of Deuteronomy is to the Israelites, right? Why the Israelites? Because we know Moses was a Levite, right? His mother and his father, right? So now let's read Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Read.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments.
To do who?
All his
So
commandments.
Chris, do you keep all God's law, statutes, commandments?
Oh, let's finish with the
I'm asking the question. This is leading up to my answer to you. You keep all his law, statutes, commandments. Where you buried at?
through love.
No, through love. Okay, let's get love.
No,
let's get love. I'm gonna show you, Chris. Because Chris, you playing games.
Hold on.
No, go ahead.
And
Go
finish
ahead.
with Deuteronomy.
There's a book of
I
First.
can show you in Deuteronomy too. Go ahead.
This is the book of First John, chapter 5, verse 3.
Matter of fact, hold that. Give me Deuteronomy 11 and 1. Because I'm going to keep going in Deuteronomy to show you this, Chris. I understand what you're saying, Chris, but the answer you want to get, I have to give you out like this. Because I can plainly tell you, I can clearly tell you. Show me what I
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verse 1. Therefore, thou shalt love.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt love
the Lord, thy God,
By doing what?
and keep his charge.
By what?
And keep his
charge.
charge.
What else?
And his statutes.
And his who?
and his statutes,
Battle Axes.
and his statutes,
And his judgment.
And his what?
and his
What
judgments,
else?
And his commandments.
And his what?
and his commandments,
How long, right?
Always.
Huh?
always, always.
All the time, Chris. Okay. That's an action word, Chris. So guess what? Go back to 15. Read it from the top.
Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Uh-huh.
And it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to do, observe all his commandments,
Get that right.
to observe all his commandments, and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all the curses.
That all these who?
That all these curses.
Curse is a good thing or bad thing, Chris? Just answer the question. We'll get to it. It's a good thing or bad thing?
Yes.
No, is a curse a good thing or bad thing?
No, bad thing.
Okay, read on.
shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So, Chris, the Israelites were going to go through curses if they didn't obey and do all the commandments of the Most High God, right? Just like yourself, Chris. You're doing the same thing we're doing, and that's how I know you're part of our people. And I'm going to show you this now. Go to Deuteronomy 28, read 37.
Can I ask my next question first?
I got you.
Deuteronomy 28.
That's the question.
Okay, now, the curses apply to Israel being disobedient in the land, right?
Correct.
So, now, help me understand, all through the Bible, Israel was conquered in their own land by other nations, right? Because of when it says God punished them, right?
Okay.
But then show me how in Africa, where God nowhere took us from slavery to America, show me how that applied to Deuteronomy 28, when we know that Israel was conquered in their own land.
Okay, so do you know Africa and Jerusalem is two different places, right? You didn't know that? They all, like you said, they're in the same continent. Hey, go ahead. They're in the same continent, they two different lands. Guess what? Ham, Shem, and Japheth, they split that land. Did you know about that?
Yeah,
If you knew about it, you wouldn't ask the question, Chris. Come on, man.
Abraham called the land of Ham.
Well, the dark race, not the Negroes, right? So what are the Israelites? What do they derive from? Ham, shem, or Japheth?
My question is.
I'm gonna ask you though, real quick. So I think that's where the confusion is.
No, my question is. Y'all socialized the Atlantic slave trade.
I got the translation.
Y'all had socialized the Atlantic slave trade with us going into bondage to Egypt. Right?
Correct.
That's America, right?
Correct.
But when did Israel ever been conquered on the outside of the
So you're asking when we ever got conquered outside of our land?
In the Bible, when we ever got conquered outside of the world?
We fled into Egypt in 70 AD.
Let's read it. Go ahead, come on. You give me. First Matthew.
Look at the from Babylon Temple 2. He need that.
You give me.
70 AD?
Yeah.
No, don't get that one. They was already.
No, go ahead. Now, you just pull me one. I'm trying to think. Y'all help me build.
It's 2 Kings 17. I believe it's 19. That's the other king.
Oh, yeah. You can go to 1 Kings chapter 12, 21. That's what you're trying to go to?
No, 2 Kings 17.
Oh, no, with some narrative? Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. Matter of fact, no, give me Revelation. Give me what you had earlier. Give me Revelation 11:8. No, matter of fact, no. All right, man, hold that. I'm finna show you real quick, though. I'm finna show you how Egypt is still synonymous with America today, okay? I'm gonna read. I got you. I'm gonna show you that too. But why he pulled that? I'm gonna show you this. Read.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 8.
Bring it out.
And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
Of the who?
Of the great city.
Read.
Which spiritually,
Which what?
Which spiritually
Not literally, right?
is called Sodom and Egypt.
Sodom and who?
Sodom and Egypt.
So read on. Finish that out.
Where also our Lord was crucified.
So spiritually, right? You have a dollar bill on you? You don't got a dollar bill?
There you go.
So the only place that can still be called spiritually Sodom and Egypt. Sodom being the amount of homosexuality and things that they allow to run rampant, right? And Egypt meaning the amount of bondage that guess what the Israelites gonna be facing during the time we're here, right? If you look at the back of this dollar, where is this located? Where is it located?
Oh, in Egypt.
Exactly. Who is the only place in the world that has Egypt as a majority custom in the world? Exactly. So this was showing you that whenever we went back to 28 and 68, we can show you correlate like that. Matter of fact, go ahead and read what you had first. I got you, dog. I got you.
2 Kings 17 and 6. In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria.
So Samaria is the northern kingdom, okay? So you have the southern kingdom and the northern kingdom. Because they had a split because they disobeyed and they went off. Their kings went off and didn't listen to God, so he split them up, right? Read on.
And carried Israel.
And carried who?
And carried Israel.
So Israel during that time was called the northern tribe, right? Then you had the house of Judah, which would represent the southern tribe at that time, right? Read on.
And carried Israel away into Assyria.
Away into who?
Into Assyria.
So we got carried away from our land into Assyria. This is times that we got pulled out of our land to go somewhere else, right?
So again, how does the Atlantic slave trade apply to the and what he just read? Because when Israel got conquered in the whole land, in Israel.
We don't read it.
The Atlantic slave trade, y'all said that we was conquered. How is that? We was conquered.
Because I think are you trying to say Africa is our homeland?
No,
too?
that's what I'm saying.
Because we were taken from over there when we fled, like he said, during 70 AD to flee Roman persecution. When we had went north, Roman in 70 AD when the Israelites were running,
there's no historical evidence of that. There's no historical evidence of that. Yeah, it is. It's in history.
What a Timbuktu is?
70 AD?
Oh, Timbuktu? This stuff is being
he got a lot
already.
of answers for
If
history, but none of it
If you talking about
that's usually how it goes.
if you talking about no saying where he said that Judah was in Africa, and was then that's all false.
Deuteronomy 28.
So look, who are the Israelites then today? Who are the only people that's going through these curses today?
Right.
Because it said if you keep disobeying him, because guess what? If the Israelites was back in charge, keeping all the commandments, it already would have been the end of the world.
That's right.
So who are the Israelites today?
Tell me. In 70 AD, God fulfilled his covenant and destroyed
What covenant?
their.
What covenant? What covenant has he ever made to destroy the Israelites?
Right.
Huh?
If you get read those in text, you can read when it was Christ in Matthew 24.
So you want to show me what Christ did?
Matthew 24. Matthew 24. Christ says that not one stone will be upon this one.
He said
that this generation will not pass away until they see all these things.
So has everything came to pass? Okay, let me ask you this.
Highly confused.
Read.
This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 8, verse 8. Bring it out. For finding fault with them, he says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord.
Said the who?
Saith the Lord. When I will make a new covenant.
Hey, what?
A new covenant.
A new covenant, right? Read on.
With the house of Israel.
With the who?
With the house of Israel.
They were destroyed.
And the house of Israel. And with the house of Judah.
So guess what? Remember when I told you earlier, the split in the northern and southern kingdoms, right? He said, hold on. He said he's going to make a new covenant, right? Not the Mosaic covenant that you're referring to, right? He said a new covenant with the house of Israel and Judah.
That's right.
Read.
Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers.
With who? With who?
With their fathers.
What's the covenant he made with their fathers? What was the covenant he made with their fathers? But who? What was the covenant? Who was the covenant? No. What about it? You not answering my question. Read on. You don't want to answer my question. Read on.
I made with their fathers. And the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt.
Out of the land of who?
Out of the land of Egypt.
Read on, man.
Because they continue not in my covenant.
Because they continue what?
Not in my covenant.
And he said they didn't continue in his covenant. So guess what? He said when he took them out of the land of Egypt, right?
At 1600, right?
I don't know 16. Read.
No,
Let me
you
tell
talk
you.
about is that refer to the slave trade?
No, when he took them out of Egypt, this is when he said he made them with their fathers during the Exodus. That's the time that this is referring to.
Right. That had been fulfilled, right?
Has it been fulfilled? Read it. We're finna see.
Yes.
Read.
Not in my covenant. Not my covenant. And I regard them, says the Lord, for this is the covenant. And that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, says the Lord.
Read me Hebrews 8 and 8. Come on. We're going to read it from the top. Hold on, Chris. Not go nowhere, Chris. Not go nowhere yet.
I have to give it a go.
I understand what you're saying, Chris, but hold on.
I got it. Come on.
Hebrews 8 and 8. For finding fault with them, he saith, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, when I will make a new covenant.
So a new covenant, right?
With the house of Israel.
So look, let me ask you this. If he makes a new covenant, right, that means that one's going to roll in once the old one is done away with, right?
So when was the old done away with?
We finna find out, right? Let's see if this one rolled in yet. Read.
With the house of Israel and with the house of Judah.
So we in agreement that that's the whole 12 tribes, right? According to the northern and southern, it said the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Do you understand the split of the kingdoms in 1 Kings 12 and 21? So this is that. Read on.
When he be second
Not
king,
according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of Egypt.
Out of Egypt, so this is when he first established the covenant, when they came out of Egypt, right? This is when the first covenant was written, right? Let's see if it's done with, okay? Read.
Because they continue not in my covenant, and I regarded them not, said the Lord.
Right, so that's how we get Deuteronomy 28 and 15, right? The curses, right? Let's see if the curses are done away with, right? Read.
For this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel.
With the who?
With the house of Israel after those days.
So after those days, right? He's going to make a new covenant, right? Now let's see if the days of old have been fully fulfilled, right? Read.
Saith the Lord.
Said the who?
Saith the Lord.
Let's say my word.
Saith the Lord.
Read on.
I will put my laws into their mind.
I will put what?
I will
Put my laws into their mind.
Read on.
And write them in their hearts.
So has that happened yet?
yes.
How does it happen? You know all of the 613 laws and commandments by your heart.
Been fulfilled already.
Have they been written in your heart?
Has been fulfilled.
Has it been written in your heart?
Christ has
You don't
been
know.
written.
Read on. Watch this. I'm going to show you, Chris, because you know.
And I will
give me
be-
Romans 10 and 2 real quick, too.
And I will be to them a God, and they shall be to me a people, and they shall not teach.
And they shall what?
And they shall not teach.
And they shall what? Hold on.
And they shall not
teach.
They shall not what?
And they shall not teach.
What are we doing right now?
Y'all think y'all teach.
No, man, come on, man. Read. Finish this out, man.
Every man.
But look, even if we don't think we teaching, what are we portraying?
Hold on.
No, answer
Y'all
the
been
question.
talking. Hold on.
Answer the
Y'all have been
question.
talking. I have not talked yet.
Come on, man.
Can I talk?
Read.
Can I talk?
Read. Come on,
And they shall not teach every man his neighbor.
Every man is neighbor.
Can I
So
talk?
according to the Bible, you are neighbor.
Can I
So
talk?
are we still trying to teach you? Whether it's not applying to you or you're not receiving it, are
Can
we
I
still
speak?
trying to teach you?
Can I speak?
Can you answer the question?
You are trying to.
Okay then, so is this fulfilled?
Yes.
No, it
In
is
70
not.
AD.
You going against God, man. Come on.
It been-
And
it's
every
a lot
man
not even in
his
your heart
brother,
yet, man.
saying,
Can I talk?
know the Lord, for
Can I
all
speak?
shall know me, from the least to the greatest.
Can I
Does
speak?
everybody know the Lord? The
Can I
true
speak?
Lord, the true God of Israel?
Can I speak?
Has this been fulfilled?
Can I speak?
Has this been
Hold on.
fulfilled?
I answer a couple of
But
questions.
you gave me
Can
yay.
I?
Show me a biblical
Can I ask
scripture
a question?
where this has been fulfilled. You asking a lot
Can I
of
ask a
questions,
question?
but you have not went to the
Can
Bible.
I ask a
Give me
question?
1 Peter 4:11.
Break it up.
Because I want to answer
Can I
your
ask a
question,
question?
Chris, but you're not asking nothing
Can I
pertaining
ask
to the
a question?
Bible.
No, I'm asking.
You asking this, but we talking about the Bible.
No.
No,
Ask a
Chris,
question.
show me a biblical scripture. You got a Bible in there?
No,
You got a Bible on your phone?
Yes.
Show, come on, bring out a scripture. Because
My
guess
question
what?
has
Are we
not
gonna
been answered yet. What
Give me
other question?
Acts 5:29.
My question has not been answered yet.
Bring it
Acts
out.
5:29.
Bring it
Because
out.
question has not
at
been
the end of the
answered
day, are we gonna listen to you and what God got to say?
I
My
got
question
that 4:11.
has not been answered yet.
I got the 4:11.
So good. Come
Locked
on.
and loaded.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29.
Bring it out.
Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, what we got to do, huh? We ought to obey God. We ought to obey who?
We ought to obey God.
We
ought to obey God.
Rather than
man.
Rather than who?
Rather than man.
Now watch this. Read.
If any man, 1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
As a who?
As the oracles of God.
If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which God giveth.
Man, so then who in all things may be glorified, huh?
That God in all
That
things,
who?
That God in all things
may be glorified through whom I shot.
If you're not coming through this Bible, Chris,
Have
I
my
want to
question
answer
been
no more
answered
questions.
yet?
What's your
Because,
question?
my
You
question-
asking a question
my
that's
question
redundant.
was-
Let me show you how your
my
question's
question
going.
was-
Your question is, we're going to the Bible.
My
You have
question
not proved
was-
nothing through
hold
the
on.
Bible to
My
answer your
question was, how does this apply to 1611 during the Muslim century?
We showed you. We literally showed you.
In their own way.
So look, let's
I
read
have not
68
answered that.
again. Let's read 68 again.
I'm gonna read
But
the
matter
whole
of fact,
thing.
no. Because look, he wants to jump from here to here.
No, I've
He
been
was
on the
talking
same
about how our
topic.
people got here. Then he was saying the
I've been
covenant has
on the
been
same
fulfilled.
topic. I've
If
been
the
on the
covenant
same
has been
topic.
fulfilled, guess what? You know what that makes him?
I've been
a
on the
liar,
same
man.
topic. I'm a liar.
Guess
I have
what?
a question.
There would not still be slaves here
I have
at
a
this time,
question.
at this day if it's been fulfilled.
How?
We still would not be at the bottom of society if it's
When
been
was
fulfilled.
Israel conquered on the
Yes,
outside
our
of
brothers must be
Israel?
teaching and going on the streets
When was
each and every
Israel
Sabbath if
conquered
it's
on
been
the outside
fulfilled.
of
That's right.
That's a lie, man.
When was
Are
Israel
we gonna
conquered
listen
on the
to
outside
Chris?
of Israel? Answer that. When was Israel conquered on the outside? Y'all said
We will always
1611.
put our homeland.
Y'all
What do
said
you mean?
1611. We was taken here out of Africa
I'm
on
gonna
slave
read
ships,
this.
right?
What's your point of saying that? What is your point?
Was we
Chris?
not taken out of Africa on
Chris,
slave
what is
ships,
it? What's
right?
your point of that?
Was we not taken
So
out of
who are the
Africa?
Israelites today? I asked you that, you didn't answer.
No, not us.
Who is he? If not, then who?
No one.
Oh, no one.
Fuck
Not
out of
us.
here,
Give me
bro.
Ecclesiastes, man. Give me Ecclesiastes, man.
There's no end of the
There's no- yeah.
Did we not come here on slave ships out
Come
of
on, man.
Africa?
This is
Yes or no?
Bro, you cutting yourself.
I got you. I'm telling you, man. He's cutting himself by answering
Y'all
another
not answering my
to
question.
himself, man.
Y'all said 1611, we were brought here to North America.
This is
On slave
Ecclesiastes,
ships, right?
chapter 4, verse 16.
That's why we brought out Acts 5:29. We ought to obey God rather than man, man. Read on.
There is no end of all the people.
There is what?
There is no end of all the people.
So what that's what?
You didn't answer my question.
By this scripture,
You
are
didn't
you
ask
a
me.
liar or is the Bible a
You
liar?
didn't ask me.
Give me Romans 10.
What's my nationality, right? I said
Even
African
of
American.
all that have been before them.
Read it again, huh?
Even all that have been before them.
If it says
When
there's
would
no end of
Israel
the people, there's
conquer-
no end of the people.
when would Israel
You're still
conquer on the
contradicting yourself
outside
because you're
of
saying the
Israel?
Israelites are gone.
When would
You
Israel
are saying the
conquer on
Israelites
the
are
outside
gone.
of Israel?
When did the Israelites went back home after captivity? You
when
asking
they
a question,
conquer
I ask you a
on the
question.
outside of
Read
Israel.
this.
Romans 10:1.
No, read 11. What's the lie?
11:1.
In the slave trade?
Yes.
It couldn't happen.
And I say, then Have God cast away his people?
Okay, so look, he said, has God cast away his
Israel
people,
has
right?
already been taken in their
God
own land.
forbid.
What?
God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
Am I what?
As
Hey, Israelite.
No, that was gone.
I'm an Israelite.
From where?
Of the seed of Abraham. Of the tribe of Benjamin.
Of the tribe of who?
Of
The tribe of Benjamin.
God has never cast away his people. He has never put away his people, man.
1611.
Chris, you saying a lot of things. You're not answering
1611.
them. So look, if
Was
you
he
answer,
not
look, let's say we
enslaved?
can't answer the question. So where are the Israelites today?
Did they go to the
Where are the Israelites
slaves,
today?
right?
Where are the Israelites today?
Did they not go to Africa with the slaves? Yes or no?
Chris, you're not
Yes or
answering
no?
the question. You're not answering the question, Chris.
Yes or no? No,
Chris, you're running
I've been
from
answering
the
your
answer.
question. I'm not running.
You're running from the answer. You don't want
Was we
salvation for our
not?
people.
Was we
You
not
don't
taken
want
from
salvation for our
Africa?
people.
It was
Read
just
Jonah
1611.
1:1.
Yes or
Now
no?
the word of the Lord came unto Jonah, the son of Amittai, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh.
Go to who?
Go to Nineveh.
Is Nineveh a part of Israel? No. Read.
That great city, and sit and cry against it.
And what?
And cry against it. For their wickedness is come up before me.
So look, if Jonah had to go and cry against Nineveh, where is Nineveh?
That's in Syria.
Okay.
Who were Gentile people and who
see,
were
that's
not
what
part
we
of
found
Israel.
it. We found it. That's what it was.
Who was not part of
That's
Israel.
what it was.
Who was not
So
part
why,
of Israel.
Let me ask you this.
Who was not part of Israel.
If you go into sin, who was
Who was not part of
given the
Israel.
law? Who was given the law?
Israel.
Okay, then so why would Jonah have to go to Assyria to preach?
If you read the whole chapter from Jonah, God would tell you, God said that those were
No,
my
he
people
said,
too.
you want to go, you want to read it?
No,
Jonah.
I want my question
Real
answered.
quick. Go back to Jonah.
Look, I need my next question answered.
Yeah, go ahead.
I need my answer my next
Are
question.
you right or wrong about that?
Answer my next question. No, answer my next question.
2 Kings 14:25. He restored the coast of Israel, from the entering of Hamath unto the sea of the plain, according to the word of the Lord God of Israel.
Of who?
Of Israel, which he spake by the hand of his servant Jonah, the son of Amittai, the prophet, which of Gath-hepher.
What's your name again?
When he first got there.
What's your name?
Hold on, I got you.
No, I gotta go. I gotta go to work.
This is Jonah.
I gotta go.
Okay.
I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta fly.
He said to them, I am a Hebrew. I am a what?
I am a Hebrew.
Jonah was a what?
I am a Hebrew.
And I fear the Most High. And he feared the who? I fear the Most High. Man, I'm telling you, man, it comes these names, man. How we had in class. False prophets, man. Read, give me Matthew 7:15. That's my closing precept. Go ahead, the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 15. Read. Beware of false prophets. Beware of who?
Beware of false prophets.
Man, Chris came over here with a damn Bible in his hand, man. And guess what? We went through precept after precept, line upon line, here over here, and there over there. And guess what? He still had another question for a question and never gave an answer. Read on. Which come to you in sheep clothing. It come to you what? But come to you in sheep clothing. Because he came up, he said, oh, I'm an African American. Try to get in sweet, right? Read. But inwardly, they are ravening wolves. Because guess what? He didn't want to see the salvation of our people, man. Guess what? He likes seeing niggas at the bottom of society, man. He loves seeing us being raped, robbed, and murdered, man. He loves seeing our people at the very bottom. Guess what? In the slums, in the ghettos, at the West End, at 6 o'clock. Hot as hell, man. With no food, no water, he loves seeing us like that. When we try to build our people up with the Bible, we're going to have people like that each and every day to pull you down, man. That's right. Guess what? With that, that's my time, man. I say shalom, man.
Let's read it.
All praise, give that pro hand clap, man. Like we do through all kinds of praises, right? It's good to come and learn, but you gotta have a ear. You gotta have a big ear. And we started off by getting saying, Kala Yahweh by saying Mashak Yahweh, right? Let's give an all praise to our Heavenly Father with the word we can call Jesus Christ. And his son is Jesus Christ, the God name is Yahweh in the Hebrew, in the Paleo Hebrew, right? So we are the children of Israel. We are the Battle Axes of the Most High. Right. And we come out here Sabbath after Sabbath to wake our people up and bring them back to their heritage.
That's right.
And understand that religion is a false notion. This Bible is not a book about religion.
Right.
This Bible is the book inheritance of laws and commandments that were given to the children of Israel. Right? Give me Deuteronomy 29:1, because we don't understand these curses that we're up under. And these covenants that was made before time, in the time of Egypt, the time of Moses. Right?
That's right, bring it out.
And we're trying to give the history of how come we got in these conditions we in. Give me that.
Yeah, you can do the 5.
We'll get there.
29:1.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29, verse 1.
Bring it out.
These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses.
This is the words of the covenant, right? There was a covenant made. Blood was sacrificed for us, right? On this first covenant and on the last covenant, right? When Christ came and shed his blood, it was the ultimate sacrifice lamb for Israel. Read it.
Which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
To make with who?
To the children of Israel.
No, the whole world.
With the
Children of Israel.
And the covenant was only made with the children of Israel. And that's you so-called blacks, you so-called Native Americans, and you so-called Hispanics.
That's right.
These are bywords and proverbs, right? We are a cursed nation. If you go into the Bible, you understand how we identify ourselves through these curses. It's a telltale sign of who these curses are dealing with. If you can't see these curses, then most of might not be dealing with it. You don't bear with your spirit. Keep rocks, right? Alright, read up.
In the land of Moab, besides the covenant which he made with them in Haran.
See? Haran, right? So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with a covenant, and even the laws that came in, then our people gotta come back to it.
That's right.
Do y'all know that some of the commandments that we must keep as the children of Israel? You know? I'm gonna show y'all some laws and commandments that we must keep children of Israel. Do you know about the curses that we fell upon us, how we lost our heritage? You give me a curse, we go through the curses, right? And I want you to give me Jeremiah 17:4. Because we lost.
You want to know why we here?
Come. Right. That's a good question. We're here to break down these laws, break down these lies, right?
Right.
Because for too long we've been lied to, saying that we of color, we black. That's a color.
Right.
But what is our heritage? What is our nationality? Where do we derive from? What people? What language were we speaking before we got to the slave ships? Right?
That's right.
If you understand that our history was hidden for us in plain sight. So we here to give our people back their heritage and bring them back to the marriage.
That's right.
Because Most High has made a covenant with a certain group of people. He made the word for our sake, right? And that's how come his words out of balance now, because we're not where we're supposed to be, and he uses other nations to move us back in submission.
Right.
We fell from a higher spot to a lower place. So now what we're trying to do is to reverse these curses. We got these curses for disobedience. But to reverse the curses, how we think you get back out of these curses? What would be the way to get out of the curses? We got these curses about being disobedient. Can y'all tell me that? Right? Listen to God, right? Do what he told us to do. It's that simple. That's my uncle's bringing out. It's either choose life or choose death.
Right. That's right.
Right? What I got you holding? Jeremiah 17:4, bring this out.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, and verse 4.
Bring it out.
And thou, even thyself,
And thou, even ourselves, that's us, sister, and my brother right here. Thou and even ourselves, listen, don't get distracted. That's what the devil do. They come to try to steal away the word. Read.
shall discontinue from thy heritage.
So what?
Shall discontinue from thy heritage.
No, discontinue from the religion.
Shall
Continue from thy heritage.
Read.
That I gave thee.
So the Most High gave us a heritage, right? Go ahead and grab that again. 17:11. Right, 17:11. Read.
And I will cause thee to serve thy enemies.
You will cause us to what?
And I will cause
Thee to serve thy enemies.
Do that sound familiar so far? We're serving our enemies right now. If you don't see that, right? Read on.
In the land which thou knowest not.
In the land what?
In the land which thou knowest not.
When we got off those slave ships, we didn't know this language. We didn't know this land. We didn't know these countries, right? We've been dumbed down and programmed, right? We've been hoodwinked and tricked out our spot. They trying to wake up. Read.
For ye have kindled a fire in my anger.
Why do we go to our enemies?
For he have given a fire in my anger.
Because our God's a jealous God, right? We got the one true living God, and we decided to go to the other nations and practice their acts and raise their customs. Because their customs are vain. Right? Read.
We shall burn forever.
It says they shall burn forever. Right? That's why the Most High is mad at us, because he gave us these laws, statutes, commandments, and we decided to do everything else but the laws of God.
That's right.
Right? And then he got tricked and started going into Christianity, Islam, right? Everything else but what the Most High God gave us. And they gave us these false pictures, right? They painted the picture of Christ as a white man, right? With long curly hair, right? But that's not what the Bible says. These are lies and strongholds that we break it down, and these stumbling blocks that got our people confused. And I'm going to show you the curses, I'm going to show you the commandments that we must keep. The curses and these commandments that we must keep. All right, read this heritage, right? Read.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
Besides this, the Most High said he gave us knowledge. This is the heritage that the Most High gave us, sister and brother. What's your name, sister? Joyce? And my brother? Man, listen. So the Most High, this was our heritage right here. Listen, read that from the top again, out.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 17, verse 11. Besides this, he gave them knowledge.
He gave us knowledge, read.
And the law of life for inheritance.
The law of life for what?
For inheritance.
For what?
For inheritance.
So the laws of God is our heritage.
That's right.
When we kept the laws of God, give me that Deuteronomy 46.
Bring it out.
Right? That was our strength among the nations. Because wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our time. This is how we have the knowledge and understanding to conquer this world.
That's right.
The Most High made the world for our sake. But now we want to be ignorant, he's going to put us in a lower spot. Right? Because all these nations were built for up under us. Read.
Okay.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, and verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded.
Y'all hear that? These laws, statutes, and judgments, right? That he taught us. For what? Read.
Even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whether ye go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them.
So wherever we go, we got to keep our laws. That laws our God gave us.
That's
Read.
right. For this is your wisdom.
It's our what?
For this is your wisdom.
It's our what?
For this is your wisdom.
Read.
And your understanding.
And understanding, right?
In the sight of the nation.
In the sight of who?
In the sight of the nation.
So we was a wise, if you going, that's why they try to keep it out of the Old Testament. This is where your black history, this is where their history is lost in. Right? Because in every nation we know we was on high. And all the other nations, they envied us. That's why they took our law. That's why you got so-called Jewish people, right now, that's practicing our customs. And you see the Ishmael, and like when we come into the truth and understand, you get into the laws, you see they got all our customs that we keep. Even coming down to how women should dress, even some of them keeping the Sabbath, praying to the east. All these are customs, are our customs, the Israelites' customs.
That's right.
Right? Even dietary. We don't supposed to be eating pork. I'm going to get in and show you in the scripture too, sister. No pork, no shellfish. A lot of Islam do that. That come from the Torah. That come from So this was our wisdom and understanding inside the nation. This was our heritage, not a religion. We coming back to who we truly are as a people. We taking our book back, right? Read.
Bring it out. For this is your wisdom and understanding and the sight of the nations.
Right.
We shall hear all these statutes and say, surely.
It is to hear all these statutes. The other nations gonna hear all these statutes, and this is what they're gonna say. Read.
And say, surely.
Right.
This great nation is a wise and understanding people.
You see that? That's how they go. How y'all sisters doing? Do y'all know who y'all is according to the Bible?
Huh?
Do y'all know who y'all is according to the Bible? Do y'all know who y'all truly is? Right? What would you say your nationality is? What would you say? Y'all come learn something, my sister. But this right here is the real $1 million worth of game right here. This right here is gonna put you above high. This gonna bring you out of the lower state into the righteous state.
Right. Right.
Because this life right here, this temporary, this knowledge of this world, is vain.
Right.
Because all this is gonna burn in perfect heat.
Right.
If you're not coming back and rehearsing the righteous acts and keeping the laws of the Most High God.
Right.
That's all it's about.
Trying to get
You're gonna choose life and you're gonna choose death.
Right.
The Most High Got his angels right now sitting down looking at everybody recording all our actions. And not knowing that right now is our time. Right? It's our time to wake up. What you holding up?
You supposed to be recording all around us just in case, man.
Alright, give me Isaiah 55 and 6.
That's our protection.
Yeah, bring it out.
The book of Psalms, chapter 147 and verse 19. He shewed his word unto Jacob.
Jacob, that's us. Jacob name returned to Israel. We are Jacob, right? He showed the word to Jacob, right?
His statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He had not dealt so with any nation.
He had not what?
He had not dealt so with any nation.
So contrary to popular belief, the Most High is not dealing with all the nations of the world. Right? He has a chosen people. And that's why this whole world is out of balance, because the chosen ones are not following the script. Right? That's right. That's the whole motion of us being out here. To wake up the hopeful elect. To seal the elect. Right? To lead y'all back to the marriage. Because he gave a lot of statutes to nobody but Israel for us. Right. And that's the crime saying, like other nations, they'll stop and listen, but our people won't listen. Right?
Bring it out, up.
And as for his judgments, they have not known them.
And so what?
And as for his judgments, they have not known him.
That's why they not dealing with these curses like we dealing with the curses. Right? If you go, when you go to these curses, you don't see these curses. Only, that's how we know the children of Israel. Right? On y'all time, I want y'all to go to the book of Deuteronomy, go to chapter 28, verse 28. Right? From 15 to 68 are the curses that would happen to the children of Israel. Bring it up. Right? And he said they should be on you for a sign and a wonder. Give me that sign and a wonder. I know, I'm going all over the place. Right? Give me that sign and a wonder, right? Because these curses aren't identified with a certain group of people. And that's why the other nations, they not getting judged like we getting judged. Read on.
Praise ye the Lord.
Come on. You guys still got that one there? Go ahead, bring that up.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46.
Bring it up. This is one of the curses right here. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 46. Read.
And they shall be upon thee.
These curses shall be upon you. For what?
For a sign.
For a sign?
And for a wonder.
And for a wonder. You know what a sign is, right? Like when you see that yellow and black sign, it say D-A-R-T. That's dark. These signs and wonders to make you see and think when you go into the churches on sign what the churches identify as. Right?
And upon that seed forever.
And upon our seed for what?
Forever.
On the seeds forever. The seeds always be upon us until this day. From then to now, these seeds upon us. Right? Read, give me 15.
Appreciate y'all. Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee. Verse 15.
So listen to this, sister.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if you won't hearken and listen to the voice of the Lord thy God, read.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
To do all his commandments.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
What day?
This day.
Read.
Then all these curses shall come upon thee.
All these what?
All these curses.
All these what?
All these curses.
See all these curses that's come upon us, right? Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Curse me. Read that.
Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
My sister, my brother, who we cursed in the city and who's cursed in the field? If y'all look around and see who's cursed. Look, see who cursed. What's your name? What?
Read that again.
Joyce, that's right. Nephew. Hey, nephew, you gotta come hear this word too, nephew.
EJ.
Hey, EJ. Yeah, this the most important thing going on right now, bro.
Right.
It ain't nothing else going on but this right here.
Right.
It's the Sabbath day, right? Y'all understand that today's Sabbath day, right? And not contrary to we believe it's because the Sabbath day is what? The seventh day of the week.
Right.
And that's today, right? So I'm at 28 and 15 on the curses, right? They say all these curses upon us for a sign and a wonder, right? Then I went back to 15. They said if we don't listen to all the commandments, all these curses will be upon the curses. Read. Then it said at 16 it says what?
Verse 16. Cursed shall thou be in the city, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Let me ask you something. Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. It said cursed shall we be in the city. Well, you know that's cursed in the city and cursed in the field. No matter what city you go in, any major city you go into, even small towns, who you know in the bottom. Even in small towns, you got us on the other side of the track. Right? The track, right?
That's right.
In the lower part of the town, right?
Right.
We got us, we used to have the ghettos in the slums, right? Right? In the bottom. Yeah, the body up. Right? In the field. What fields were we cursed in, you might say? I say, what about the cotton field, for one? The tobacco field. They got Iscard, another king, they in the strawberry fields. Right? The sugarcane fields. This country was built off our back. And that's because the Most High allowed these things to happen to us because our ignorance and our disobedience. Right? Can you identify with that, sister? Y'all don't distract. EJ, y'all can't relate with that? Y'all don't know who was cursed in the fields and cursed in the city? Yeah. Hey man, this is your religion. This is your heritage. This is not a religion. That's right. It's time to come back to the Most High God. Right? I'm gonna give you this curse right here. And I'm gonna pass to the next speaker. Give me 68. If you can't tell me this, if you know how to identify with this, then you know. That's what you're doing 2068. You tell me this is another curse. This is the last curse. This is 68. I'll jump down to 68. Read.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Into what again?
Into Egypt again. With ships.
He's gonna bring us to Egypt again. Do you know about Moses? When we came out of Egypt? When we came out of Egypt the first time, how did we come out of Egypt? We walked out of Egypt, right? When the Most High split the Red Sea, we walked out of Egypt, and Pharaoh then came behind, and the water closed up on them, right? The first time we walked out of Egypt, do you know who was in Egypt upon Pharaoh? It was us, sister, the Israelites, right. So-called blacks, Hispanic natives. We was in Egypt, right? Follow me. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said he gonna log our brothers in Egypt again with what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
With ships. So this time, this is a spiritual prophecy that will happen. These are spiritual curses that will happen, right? He said this time, I'm gonna bring you to Egypt with ships. You give me verse 15, 11 and 5. You give me Exodus 20. You got it. So I'm finished. So Egypt is synonymous with someone. When we as a nation of people, we hear the word Egypt, it means something to us, right? Just like nowadays, when you hear something about a certain city, they can resonate with you, right? Certain city known for certain things, right? So read.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt.
Right? You brought out the land of Egypt. What's Egypt?
Out of the house of bondage.
Out of what?
Out of the house of bondage.
So you hear that? He said he bring out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage. He called Egypt the house of bondage. So when we see Egypt, Egypt reminded Israelites of bondage.
Right?
So when you see bondage, Egypt on Shalaki, it means bondage, right? What does bondage mean? What's another word for bondage? Bondage. Huh? Yeah, exactly. But another word I'm looking for is actually captivity, slavery.
That's right.
Right? That was the land of our captivity. Egypt. So when we go back to 68, yeah, today is the day. You're here for a reason. You need to come listen to this too, because I'm reading all the curses that happened to the children of Israel. I identify a mark that show us who the children of Israel is. Don't come on sure where everything else we're going to talk. That's how we come back to our heritage and who we truly is as a nation of people. Right? For so long we've been called niggas and Latinos, blacks. All of them are Bible words. We're going to get that curse too. But right now we're at 68. Right now I'm at 68, showing them one of them curses, right? And it says, read that from the top.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 58. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
It says he's going to bring us to Egypt again with ships, right? Do you understand what happened to the children of Israel at the time of Moses? How we was upon a Pharaoh in captivity and serving hard bondage? So the Most High God said, if we don't listen to his commandments, this is only one of the curses that happened to us. Then we were going to slavery on ships. The first time we came up out of Egypt, we walked out of Egypt.
Right?
That's right.
Egypt is synonymous with bondage. I just brought that out in Exodus 20, right? So, read.
By the way whereof I speak unto thee.
He said, just as I said right here, that's how it happened. You're going to go to slavery on ships, right? Read.
Thou shall see it no more again.
You're gonna see a homeland no more again. So this is this is spiritual prophecy showing that we're gonna go in slavery on ships. Who do you know that went to slavery on ships? Because Egypt means slavery. It's not slavery. Did you hear me when I read that out? Right? Who do you know that went to slavery on ships? What nation of people went to slavery on ships? Y'all know the Atlantic slave trade? Who went to slavery on ships? Don't play crazy, bro. You know who went to slavery on ships. It's well documented who went to slavery on ships. The so-called African Americans, the so-called children of Israel are the ones who went to slavery on ships. Y'all for all history, ain't nobody else went to slavery on ships, man. These are the identifying marks, signs, and wonders that we know that we the children of Israel. This is the last curses of Deuteronomy 28 and 68. Right? This is a telltale of who the children of Israel is. Because we are obedient and disobedient to the Most High God with the covenant that we made with Him. And that's all this is to bring our people back to their heritage. No, it's not religion. Break down a lot of lies that we were told in Christianity. Because Christianity is white supremacy.
Right, right.
The Most High God is not dealing with everybody. Right. If you're not on this chart, then get ready for slavery. Because when we come back and get these curses from both of us, they going back in their right position. We're going back to take our spot on top. But that's why the world's out of balance, because the right folks ain't on top.
Bring it out.
So we're trying to build our people back to their marriage, build them back to their heritage. And with that, that's my time. I'll pass to the next speaker.
Giving all honor and praise. Give that brother a hand. Giving all honor and praise to Yahweh, Shema, Yahweh. Hey, Miss Lady and young man. Did y'all get what the brother was saying? I want y'all to see something right quick, because everybody always talking about salvation in the Bible. Does anybody know what salvation means? Salvation means being saved, right? Give me Luke. There we go. You know exactly where I was going with that. See, look, that's order. See, I ain't have to tell it. But that's the Most High God. But I want to show y'all something. Because see, they won't teach you this in the Christian church. They don't teach us this in the church. Creflo Dollar is not going to teach you this. Creflo Dollar, T.D. Jakes.
Right.
They won't teach you this.
Right, right.
Joel Osteen, what church you go to? What's your, you got where? What's your pastor name? Roosevelt, Pastor Roosevelt. Pastor Roosevelt won't teach you this. Because Pastor Roosevelt tell you salvation for everybody, right? All you got to do is believe, right? You come up there, eat that cracker, drink that juice. Take a swan dive into that pond, you saved, you got baptized. You know how they do in church. I'm just saying, don't y'all do communion? Yeah, drink that juice, eat that cracker. Huh? Why? We do it. But what is that for? They do it just doing the routine. We do it for a reason.
That's right.
Huh?
Bring it up.
That was because of what? Passover, right? Okay. That's what it was for, but at the same time, they just do it routinely. To give you a little cracker, shake you up a little bit, then the choir come out, do a song and dance, how you fired up, you go home, thinking you learned all kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, what's your pastor's name again? What's his name again? Pastor Roosevelt about to ask you, Pastor Roosevelt ain't taught you nothing the whole time. Pastor Roosevelt ain't gonna read you no more than 2 scriptures in his Bible. I promise, and that's your church. Yeah, but I bet they be singing for a long time. I went to a non-denominational church. I done seen a 2 minute and 45 second song go for about 45 minutes. We done been dancing and stomping around and went all like that. Then we go sit down. Then that dude get fired up on that organ again. And then you walk back up. And then you thinking, I got the Holy Ghost. No. That's the organ grind. So that's the church. It ain't no entertainment. Right. See, right now, you done heard more scriptures today than your pastor ever gave you in this whole year. Right. And we just in July.
Right.
And you done heard way more. Yo, I'm telling you, the brother, where you at? Who just talked? Right here, Charles, come up here. Ezekiel. Brother Charles. just taught you more than your pastor could have ever taught you. How long you been going to that church? You got shot in your back? How long you been going to that church? How long she been going to that church? Oh, how long you been going? You know you. 2 months. 2 months. And brother, that means if he just was going up for 2 months, when he spoke this very word, he gave you more scripture than your pastor gave you in 2 months. Because I've been in the church now. They're going to give that little scripture, they're going to close that Bible, and the pastor's going to tell you about how he did it back when he was young, back when he was over here. He's going to give you that story. Sisters, y'all need to listen to this truth now. Y'all keep trying to pass by. She running up and down this thing. Y'all young women got to avoid these streets.
They say they work.
They working what? I hope they ain't down there selling nothing. Now we calls it out. So ain't nobody gonna tell the truth around here. That's our little young women now. Fast as hell. I just seen a Lamborghini coming downtown. Some of these women faster than the Lamborghini. But that brother just taught you what your pastor couldn't even teach you in 2 months. You ain't never got this many scriptures in one day. He ain't gonna never do that. Now, we ain't gonna sing and dance, but what we gonna sing is these scriptures. Now, y'all. Let's sing a song. Read.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel.
Of who?
Of Israel. Of Israel.
See, not non-denominational, not Christianity, not Baptist. He's the Lord God of Israel. So y'all better see if y'all Israel, because that's all this Bible talk about is Israel.
That's right.
He didn't say the Lord God of Pentecostal either. All them things you just named, all the non-denominational, all created by white folks.
Right. Right.
To keep you in control. That's right. That's why we come out with this unadulterated truth.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Nasty. The Janet Jackson truth.
Right.
Bring it out.
We feel, and you gonna have to, because we gonna take, we give you the real Bible.
Right.
That's what it's. See, we the church. We gonna send you to school so you can actually learn something.
That's right.
Bring it out.
Church is to make you feel good. You only feel good for so long. Feeling it. Oh, you a praise worshiper? I was a deacon. Oh, you was in praise worship band.
I was Ursa.
Doing what?
Quiet.
Okay, where did the Bible tell us to do that at? Yeah, David was at a feast.
Right.
They got us doing everything in there, miming up in that mud. Pop locking. They got us doing everything in the church. You know what they don't got us doing? The Bible.
Right. Right.
They don't teach us the Bible. But God dang it, you can go in there and God dang you, put on that little dress, put that thing on your face, do all that little miming. They'll teach y'all that how to dance. But do they teach you the Bible?
Bring it up. Teach it
Because watch this, like I said, what is salvation? Everybody heard about it. Everybody right now expecting they're going to be caught up and be in the rapture. But let's see what salvation is. See, let's think about it. We don't have to listen to lying pastor. Roosevelt, we don't have to listen to, no, what is the Bible? Where's the rapture in the Bible? I know that's what they told you, but where is it at in the Bible? See, that's one thing we got to stop doing. We got to stop going off what they tell us and tell them to show me what God say. Now we're going to show you this. Watch this.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 68. Blessed be the Lord God of Israel, for he has visited and redeemed his people.
He what?
For he has visited and redeemed his people.
First of all, he just said he the Lord God of Israel. You blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, y'all are the children of Israel.
That's right.
Why you think the so-called white man is against you?
Right.
Not because of the color of your skin, because of who you are.
Right.
He against you because of who you are. He enslaved you because of who you are. He ridicule you because of who you are. He make you feel low because of who you are. God said you up here. He got to keep his foot on your neck. Because guess what? In order to control him, I got to keep you at the bottom.
Right.
He always say that, the devil knows time short. Right? I gotta understand and realize who the devil is. What the devil means? Deceive. Right. Who deceived the whole world? Bring it up. Who told the whole world that Jesus Christ was this person? Right. Who lied to us? The white man didn't do what? Yeah, so they said, before I go there, they should tell y'all had to take the bus to school. Well, guess what? The school took the bus to y'all today. And we're going to bring school to you. Right. Read.
Blessed be the Lord God of Israel. For he ain't busy and redeemed people.
He didn't redeem everybody. Didn't he say the Lord God of Israel, brother? Did he just say that? I want you, don't, I don't want you, all right, don't daydream. Don't daydream. I want your mind thinking. I want you to think for yourself when you read these scriptures. I don't want to tell you. I want you to use your mind. I know some of y'all don't like using it. Some of you don't smoke it away. But today, what you got left, we're going to use. If you only got 1% left, let's use the 1%. But let's go there. Read this, finish this. He said Israel, and he said redeem his people. He didn't say everybody, but in the church they teach us everybody, right? Okay, but the Bible said Israel, his people.
Bring it out.
Read.
And has raised up and hold a salvation for us.
For who? For us. For everybody.
For us.
Don't go now. Hey, didn't they think the English class don't mean something? If I say this,
eyes up.
You don't want some in a fire. Cheers again. You there?
Exodus chapter 13, verse 1. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners.
Which was what?
Which was
carried away prisoners.
See, the history of his people before, this is a long time ago. No. This time we're not talking about my people. We're talking about your people.
Right.
So y'all think
My people fought for that day.
We did too.
Right, that's right.
We did too.
Right.
I know your boy. You might need to hear him tell.
Right.
Your original land sister.
Blackfoot.
I know exactly what Blackfoot. Then she is. This is talking about your people. My stepmom was a Blackfoot Indian. Read.
And the top, O.C., the king, whom Solomon answered, the king of Syria.
You know, this was at the time when when you had Moses first the Syrians from Syria to Babylon. The Syrians took the 10 tribes of Israel, which left these 3 behind. So now, and took them across the water into Assyria. Watch.
King of Assyria led away captive, and he carried them over the water. And so came they.
That's the Euphrates River. He carried them over the water because he got them from over there on the other side when they was in Babylon. So he took them and took it over to the other side of the river to Nineveh, which is over Assyria. I'm sorry, Salakia.
And so came they into another land.
Into another land, read.
But they took this counsel among themselves.
Now these 10 tribes took counsel amongst themselves. Because remember, if you just got out the penitentiary, or if you just got out of captivity, you don't want to go back into captivity.
Right?
So you're going to try to make a plan. Hold on, let me get out of this situation. So then they got together. Now look what they do. They talking now.
That they would lead the multitude of the heathens.
Now, hey, we got to get out of this for these heathens. Because the heathens will put us in slavery. And not only do they put us in slavery, they put us in hard bondage. They don't just have us washing dishes. They got us picking cotton. Read.
And go forth into a further country.
And where?
Into a further country. Into a further country.
Did you hear that? He said, now they come, now they like say, man, we need to go to another country, get out of this place to avoid going to what? Captivity. To avoid going to prison.
Look it up.
I'm using that to modern day term. Read.
Wherever mankind dwelt.
Wherever mankind dwelt. Hold on. Listen, hold on. I know. Take a step back right now, and I want you to listen. See, that's what's bothering you right there. That ain't helping you. This word of God gonna help you. Watch this though. Watch this.
Whenever mankind will.
See now, look. Now everything at this time, you remember back in the old ancient days, everything was in over what they called the Middle East now, right? In Northern African area, right? Now they said, we want to go to another country because we don't want to go into slavery. And they talking to God. When he said, hey, we want to go to a place where no man dwells. That's right. Another land.
That's right.
So God said, okay, you gonna make that promise to them? And they said, yeah, if you get us out this place, guess what? If you take us away from this place, we'll go and keep your law, statutes, and commandments.
That's right.
Listen.
That they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land.
See, they said that now y'all made a promise, you Blackfoot Indian, and the tribe that you come from, y'all had made a promise to God. Y'all sat around and said, hey, if you take us out of this and you bring us over there, and when we get over there, we'll keep your law, statutes, and commandments. But did the Indians keep the law, statutes, and commandments? No, they started worshiping other gods. Y'all had rain dances, fire dances, making sacrifices, doing everything that God, y'all just lied to God. Yes, you did. You said you wasn't gonna do it. If you say you ain't gonna do it and you do it, is that a lie? Isn't that a lie?
Bring it up.
That's right. Oh, you can. Tribe of Judah, us black ones, we lied to God even worse. I'm not just putting that on y'all. We all did. Everybody on this side, everybody on this side disobeyed the Most High God.
That's right.
Read.
Verse 44, but verse 43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river.
Yeah, exactly.
Verse 43.
Hold on. Read that again.
Verse 43. And they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river.
Now that Euphrates is where them see. Do I got that sign? No, I don't. But the Euphrates, let me show you something. Brother, let this word go to her. She want to hear her thing. Now look, the Euphrates comes straight out going to the Persian Gulf. The Persian Gulf is on the west side, on the east side of Africa, right? Now, that flow that comes down goes around Africa. And if y'all ever look up the flow of the water of the ocean, when it goes around, it goes down here, it goes around Africa. And that's where it goes when it goes to the bottom of Africa, go to the side of it, to the west side. It goes that way. So you in a boat. See, God said, okay, hold on. I'm going to get y'all somewhere where nobody else is at. Guess where that place is? Guess where that place was that nobody lived at this time? America.
Right?
America. Now watch.
But the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the blood till they were passed over.
Now the Most High let y'all come across this water. He withheld the flood. Because we know when you cross the ocean, it ain't that nice crossing the ocean. You got big waves and y'all in boats. Y'all ain't in no new modern day ships. They in boats. Right. So the Most High, who the only one to control the weather? Who the only one to control the ocean? The Most High God, right? So he did this for y'all. Read.
For through that country, there was a great way to go.
He was so good to y'all. He did. See, that's the other two tribes. That's you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans.
Right?
Y'all thought y'all was formed against God.
Right?
Because she thought she seen Mother Mary on there. Waffle hard in the mud. And they should probably have it on the couch. These Hispanics is in the more God-doing religions than anybody else. Christos.
Look it out!
They love the white man more than you black folks. And that's hard right there.
See, John.
Black folks love the white man. We tap dance every day.
Bring him up!
What you got?
Bring it up!
Yeah, hold on. You finished that? Yeah, now watch this. Let's get back to the lesson at hand. Watch this, y'all. Give me First Maccabees 3:48. Watch this. Let's see if Roosevelt taught you this. Watch this. Yeah, you go tell Roosevelt, man, you ain't taught me a damn thing, Roosevelt. All right, give me my money back. Tell them give your tithes and offering back.
Right.
Huh? I didn't cuss. What's the cuss word? What's the cuss word? Watch this. Watch this. Let's see this. So, hey, if you say I cuss, call this man a cusser too.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2, and verse 16.
Bring it on!
That was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumbass.
What did he say?
The dumbass.
What did he say?
The dumbass.
Oh, he called him a dumbass. No. Watch. It's time. Watch. Hold on. We gonna finish reading. You'll get it.
But was rebuked for his iniquity. The dumbass. Speaking with man's voice.
What?
Speaking with man's voice.
Dumbass. Speaking with man's voice. He calling him a dumbass donkey. Yeah, I know y'all didn't read the Bible. See, they don't lie to. See, that's what they think. See, they trying to say they don't cuss. Oh, but see, cuss is not in the Bible. Curse is in the Bible. A curse is meaning, I hope you die if you do this against me. That's curse. A cuss word is just the main word. That's like a woman, okay? What's the difference if I called you a female dog or if I called you a bitch?
Nigga, she wants some water, nigga.
Huh?
You're right. Byron, he told her, no.
It shouldn't matter how I call you the same thing. See how we put emphasis on those words. We made them cuss words when they not. We made them, so that ain't no cuss word. See, that's what the pastor do. The pastor don't cuss, so everybody thinking, hey, that's how to be righteous. But the Bible didn't say that. Give him room to speech. Watch this. You got no. Watch this. Watch this. This is everybody, you know, some people die. This is they saving. Watch this.
This is the book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 11, verse 6. But though I be rude in speech.
But what?
But though I be rude in speech. But though I be rude in speech.
See, but everybody, let me show you what they taught you in church. Let me show you what they taught you, Roosevelt taught you. See, Roosevelt taught you the spirit of this dude. See, he taught you the spirit of this white Jesus. You know when we think about Jesus, you know how we was always taught and raised about Jesus? Oh, he was just this nice guy. Hey, people, love everybody. Come here. Give me a hug. And now we look at it now. So now when you see a real man of God, the way the Bible say he is, y'all can't even recognize him. Because we've been taught to go again, we've been taught to do that. You know why they had us being soft towards that white man? Because he made himself look like God and made himself look like, hey. So guess what? You gonna stand up to him. That's right. Because you won't stand up to them because you look at him as a God. And then they make themselves look like, oh, he's all love like this. Because guess what? Now when somebody's like that, you feel sorry for him. And not sorry for him, but you have sympathy for him.
He's short in the motherfucker.
But a lot of times we empathize with the so-called white man.
Short,
Guess
bro.
what? We won't empathize with our own people. We won't sympathize with our own people. Then what's so bad about it, the only people you can really give empathy to is your own people. You're the only one that can say, I know what he's going through. But we don't do that. We'll look at the so-called white man and say, I know what he's going through. No, you don't. Right. But that's what they'll use. I'm going through this. Yeah. But you got 5 bedrooms at the house. You got a Mercedes in the garage. Your bills always paid on time. Right. You always got food. Right. You always your water on. Right. Well, why I was always cut off on. Sometimes we make the payment, sometimes we don't. Sometimes we gotta. So, one out the most thing, we run from bill collectors. How come we don't ever run from bill collectors? Because he is the bill collector. Right? Read.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 4, verse 35.
Bring it
And
up.
Jehovah shall rebuke them, saying, hold thy peace.
Do what?
Hold thy peace.
Do what?
Hold thy peace.
And come out of him. And when the devil had thrown him in the midst, he came out of him and hurt him not. And they were all amazed and spake among themselves, saying, what a word is this? For with authority and power.
What?
For with
Authority and power.
What?
With authority and power.
So that's how you got to see how Shah himself, which y'all even call Jesus Christ. He had a power and authority. He wasn't this weak man. That's right. He was austere. He was just like what the rest of was. What did he say? Though I be rude in speech,
Behind
but
you.
I ain't rude in knowledge.
The bag. The bag.
Yeah, I'm out here. I'm not your pastor. See, a pastor's scared to get you upset. Because if I get you upset, you won't put it in that plate. Roosevelt, that's why he ain't gonna get you upset. That's why Roosevelt ain't gonna tell you the truth, because you ain't gonna put that money in there. You gonna go to the cabinet shack. You gonna go to the liquor store. I'm just giving you a lesson. I gotta play too. I'm out here. I'm teaching. I'm just teaching. I used to say that. I know I've been up. Exactly. Let me show you something. Watch this. Give me a Job 9:24. Give me a First Maccabees 3:48. Watch this. Watch. Y'all listen. Listen. Whatever your pastor name. Tomorrow, first of all, they're gonna have you going to church on the wrong Sabbath. You can't call the first